I'm so excited to have another girls' night. We're doing another one of those, oh, cattail, Mormon Wives. What is it? The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. We did this a couple of weeks ago and watched the first 2.5 episodes, and we just had so much fun girl talking, eating tasty food, drinking our wine. We made a little drinking game out of it, and it's time for round 2. I one of these Ole Henriksen peptide lip treatments. I haven't tried these before, and this one is in pomegranate fizz. That flavor just sounds bomb to me. Look how cute that packaging is. I know I hear great things about these. I just have never tried them myself. That feels nice and thick. Ooh, I love the color. That gave a perfect amount of tint without like overdoing it, but makes my lips look healthy, juicy. Okay, so far so good. I need to see how this wears over time. I want to make sure it's not drying to my lips, because even though some of these say hydrating, they can tend to dry out your lips. But since I've heard such good things, I have high hopes. Yes, it's back. I want to give the One Size foundation one more try. Reason being is after I made my initial videos, I learned I wasn't applying it correctly. And initially, you need to shake it well, which I don't think I did. So I'm just gonna shake this up a bunch and we're gonna try it again. Now that my hand hurts, this is the shade 40 NR. I'm just gonna use this one. I have one pump and I'm gonna start by just slowly getting that all over the face, and we're gonna apply this in a very, very light layer. Probably could have done half a pump, to be honest. As I blend this out, just so you can see up close, unfortunately it's still a no for me. My face is ultra hydrated. I have the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, the Ilia Base Face Milk. My skin is just very dry and does have those flakes. I try to work on it as much as possible, but this foundation isn't for me. I gave it one final try. I am banking on this foundation mixing well because I decided to add the Illuminance from Revlon on top of it. I love this foundation, so hopefully just gives a little extra coverage since I have the one size underneath and did not wipe it off. It's not layering as well as I had hoped, but it'll do, if that makes sense. Like up close, you can still see a little bit of that texture. Wow, it looks much worse on camera. I'm gonna do a little bit of the Anastasia concealer underneath the eye. I don't know why I said underneath the eyes, because it's clearly way more than that in my normal places. Domini Cosmetics sent me their cream bronzer in the shade Light Tan. I have to give this a try. They do have 6 shades, and this is the lightest shade they have. So let's just put this on our face. I'm gonna kind of get that worked in with my finger. Ooh, look at that color. It's looking, okay. Need to be careful. I hope it's not too orange. It's not that bad. It has a little bit of golden in it, but it's not, wait, as I apply it more. I'll say though, it's blending so easy. It's just a little on the orangey side for me, the little bit of a golden side. I prefer a little bit more neutral, but it does say tan, which usually implies a little bit more of that flushed, like sun blended like a dream, like took no effort at all. First impressions, gorgeous. I wish they had one more shade in this that was a little bit more neutral, but I will absolutely use this because I do think it's very, very pretty and gives a gorgeous tan-like finish. I have a new stick blush to try. I love this formula from Anastasia. I just haven't tried this color, and they sent it over in the shade Pink Dahlia. Look how pretty that is. I'm just gonna go right onto my hand. Wow. Very pink. Okay, it's a little more pink than I'm used to wearing, but we're still gonna give it an honest try. I'm gonna use the same part of the sponge I had my bronzer on, so it blends a bit easier, but I already know I like this formula, so I kind of just went right in. It's really, really nice and buildable. Ooh, that's very pretty actually. Kind of like it. I'm gonna leave it here. A little bit of life back in my face, so we're gonna use the Iconic London Prep Set Glow. Just working on applying some powder. I'm using the Makeup by Mario powder with a brush this time so I can apply it pretty lightly. I don't love the way my face is looking up close. I think it's really because of that foundation underneath, but from far away you can't really tell, and my friends won't care. They also know I test makeup all the time. I don't know if you can tell, but right here too is like settling weirdly. If the product doesn't work for you, it doesn't work. I need to fill out my brows just a tiny bit to clean up some lines. So I'm gonna use the Kosas Brow Pop Nano. It's like a super fine one. Look at how little baby. And then I just kind of get a line going up top here. Not my favorite brow day, but a little enhanced. I haven't tried this yet. I've been dying to try it. This is the Beauty Bay palette. It's the Neutrals 16 color palette, and I haven't touched this. So it is time to just dip right in. I want to do a pretty simple look today. I really want to use that pink shimmer. I love how this first row is like all mattes and perfect for the base of this look. So I'm just gonna start going in. Based on my first impressions with the other palette that I have, that's a smaller palette, I really like these shadows. They kind of remind me of like Jeffree Star shadows that I used to buy back in the day, which are like pretty in color, buildable, don't fluff up too much, like you don't have a lot of kickback in the pan, which I don't mind. It's quite nice. Blendability wise, like super, super easy. I'm obviously like just slapping this on and trusting that it's gonna blend. See the new Makeup by Mario palette that he's launching? I'm trying to decide if I should pick it up or not. It's another one of the Ethereal Eyes palette, but like on the cooler tone. There's a blue in there, like a midnight blue. It looks very pretty. I went a little smoky on the lower lash line, just having a little fun. Okay, now I'm gonna try out this pinky shade called Rose, which looks very, very pretty. I hadn't touched any of these shimmers. Oh, very pretty, very, very pretty. Wow, I really, really love that shade. I'm trying a bunch of new things today. Let's try a new mascara. To me, this is the Fenty Beauty Mascara in Hella Thick. I have not tried this before. It doesn't seem like it's a too big mascara either, so I'm not gonna use it on my bottom lashes, but let's try it for the first time on our top. Now, I will definitely say this, first impressions with mascaras aren't always the best or the most accurate because mascaras usually develop like when they get some oxygen, you know, air in the tube after a week or two. So we'll just see how it looks now, but I'll test it over the next couple of weeks as well, unless it transfers horribly. But I mean, look at that first coat. So far, so good. I will say this is not my preferred kind of wand. I usually love a rubber bristle wand, and this is more of those like natural looking fibers, or you know what I'm talking about? This is so interesting because I feel like I'm getting so much length. I would not call it hella thick on my lashes, but I would call it hella long. I love the way that looks. Absolutely love the way that looks. Okay, now for lips. I want to get a ColourPop liner, I think, and I want to try another one of the Made by Mitchell lipsticks. I'm gonna use the shade Ashton, I think all over the lips. I have a little bit of staining from the Ole Henriksen, but that's okay. Got a little carried away and overlined a bit more than I normally do. Use the shade Grayish Girl, which I think would be perfect for this look. Just going right over. Ooh, that is giving me grayish. I really like that. I want to deepen up a little bit with Stone. I do feel like that helped the look a little bit. Here is the finished look. I'm not going to do anything else. We are going to add a perfume in a second, but here's the face fully done. I don't love the foundation. It's making my skin look a little crinkly, wrinkly, but the colors, the palettes, the products, everything else I used, I really liked. So Graham is sitting behind me, right there. I'm not gonna put on my perfume in front of him because I don't want it to get all over him, but this is Valentino Born in Roma. This is like the darker one. I'm gonna spray that off camera. Graham says, have a good day. See you guys later. Bye.